Hey, what's good, everyone? Glassman here. Turn this off right here. I'm going to show you guys one of the weirdest, probably the dumbest skate blade design, I should say, that I've ever seen. At least from a skate sharpening perspective. Jackson, you're a big company. I don't know what you're doing here. I see what you're doing, but I don't like it. So we're looking at Jackson Matrix. I believe it says Legacy on the other side. So what this looks like to me is a figure skate with an interchangeable blade, or removable blade. You can see it, there's actually a beautiful skate. You know, if you get down close here, sorry, it's kind of nice looking. I like the look to it. When I first looked at it, I'm like, yeah, actually those look kind of cool. And I think this is Jackson's answer to a removable blade, I guess, because it looks like these screws come out and you can pop the blade out and put a new one in, I guess. I don't know, this looks like a cheap skate to me, or a low-end skate, so I don't know why you'd do something like that. You probably would get new skates before you, I don't know. So reason why I think it's a bad skate, at least from a skate sharpening perspective, is that when you go to mount it here, I'm sorry, I have to look through. I don't want to ding this on the positioner too much, but if you try to get that blade on there, man, there's not much sticking out there. So, like, if any at all. So you're going to be grinding the positioner. So you're forced to kind of stick it, you know, to mount it up here on this, you know, rail right here, which makes the skate so much more taller. I think that's, you don't really realize that, you know, when you're sharpening different types of skates. I got a hockey skate there, I got another figure skate there, I got a big figure skate, little figure skate, you have recreational skates, you have, you know, old style skates, and a bunch of different type of hockey skates. It's really tough to go from skate to skate, because each skate, you know, in most cases the blade thickness is pretty similar, but you have a little variation. But when you have something like this makes basically the blade super thick as far as, you know, on the positioner. So, you know, the blade itself is not, you know, is average figure skate thickness, but right here, since you mount it on the positioner, it puts the center of the blade much higher on the positioner here. So what I had to do is loosen the set screws right there. And how I kind of see it is, this is the minor adjustment right here, and this is the major adjustment. So what I had to do is I went down 2 full turns. I made a little mark because I want to put this back. It's really difficult to keep readjusting positioners for certain skates. I like to do all the hockey skates on this positioner and all the figure skates on this one, as well as goalie skates too, because they're a little bit thicker blades. So basically thicker blades here, thinner blades over here, because it just, you're all over the place in your first couple of passes trying to figure out, you know, first of all, is the skate level? Sometimes you don't get a level skate. And 2, trying to get it in here so you know where the center is. And the center, since it had this big thick skate mount, you had a hook mount to, it put the center of the blade much higher. So I went 2 full turns down on each side and had to push this thing down and get it to level or whatever, get it down flush, tighten these things up, and from there I use these things right here to kind of fine tune it. So that's a big deal to have to redo your positioner, your major positions on your positioner, because this takes time. It took me time to not to figure it out, but to lower it down and then try to get it level. Then from there you could do your finishing passes, but you could, you know, waste 3-4 passes trying to make sure the blade's level. So I don't like this from a skate sharpening perspective. That and a rocket blade, I don't know if you remember the rocket blade, there was some plastic, I don't know, extra plastic support. You had to mount the positioner too, because the blade was so short you can't get it off. And I tried to get this thing off, and I broke one of my star bits on here. So I consider myself lucky that I got the little bit out and just called it good, because those things are in tight. I didn't want to mess the skate up. I don't know a whole lot about the skate. I'm assuming that these things are removable, because that's what it looks like to me. It looks like it's a removable blade. Idea's there, but from a skate sharpening perspective, this is a really difficult skate to manage. Once you get it set up, you know, it's a normal skate. All you gotta do is do little adjustments here and get it going, and you got a level blade, a couple finishing passes, you're good to go. But your first setup on this thing, it's kind of a pain in the butt. I mean, now I know I was gonna go straight down, 2 turns straight down, and get me in the ballpark, but I don't know. It seems like a pain in the butt skate to sharpen. almost didn't want to sharpen them. I was going to go take this blade somewhere else, take these boots somewhere else. I don't want to deal with this. I've had, you know, I got a whole bucket of skates here. You got 10 pairs of skates to sharpen. You got to deal with something like this. It's like, come on, man. Like, there's no forethought into who actually has to sharpen these skates. And even the Sparks machine, I don't know, is going to get a good hold of this. So I don't know, harp on this too much. Try to keep this under 6 minutes here. Go and throw a comment down there if you've seen blades like this, if you know the reasoning. To me, it looks like an interchangeable blade. I don't know any other reason why you would have a blade like this. But throw a comment down there if you've seen blades like this. You get opinions, pros, cons. You don't care. Told me to shut up, stop whining, sharpen the skates, get back to work. So, I don't know. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for watching. As always, hope you learned something. And the localized man says, stay cool.